Honestly, texting never really was a big deal to me. That was until I started dating. And then conversations started to take a big 180. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten in trouble over something I've sent over text to a girl that I was involved with. And no, I never sent any deliberate shade out of the blue. Let's keep in mind this type of thing never happened in person, like ever. It will be exclusively over text. Because when you're not together, the common thing to do is text your partner. And usually you're not spending a ton of time with your partner. You're in school, you're at practice, you're at work, or you don't live together. You most definitely probably don't live together.
Especially if you're like in like high school or like a college underclassman. Don't do that.
Meaning that possibly 50% plus of your relationship communication and building is via text messages.
But the problem with that is that it's not a good idea. A study done by BYU. Yep, we're citing studies now. Surveyed couples, 38% being serious relationships, 46% engaged, and 60% married on their texting habits with their partner. It stated, for women, using text messages to apologize, work out differences, or make decisions is associated with lower relationship quality. For men, too frequent texting is associated with lower relationship quality. Go figure. And you see this type of quote-unquote relationship maintenance, meaning trying to fix issues over text, is our issue. But don't get me wrong here, there's a lot of issues with texting in relationships, especially like time, man. Do you know how many things can happen between here and why they cut? Okay, look, maybe that's a whole new video in itself, okay? But anyways, one of the big reasons relationship maintenance doesn't work over text is because texting lacks tone. And here's why that's a problem.
In texting's distant cousin,
Face-to-face conversations,
emotions are not only conveyed with what you're saying, but with tone of voice and facial expression, i.e. smiles, laughter, shouting, spitting, whatever you really feel like doing.
It's easy for our brains to interpret your girl screaming at you because you forgot your anniversary because it's a typical human reaction, right? She's clearly mad and you clearly messed up.
Which we can understand because it's in front of us and we see it and it's terrifying, but there's tone and expression, right? Then there's texting, which lacks those two things we were just talking about.
This time when your girl's screaming at you, it's through tiny words on a screen, so it's a lot harder to process. And one, you don't know what you did, and B, you don't know what she's getting at, meaning that most likely you're going to respond in the exact same way. And because of this, the ignorance becomes a wonderful cycle. You said this, but I did this, but she did this, and then we're not even talking what we're talking about in the first place. And well, there you have it. That's why texting hurts relationships. But this is my view on things. So how about this? Let's ask the people. What do they think?
Do you think texting hurts relationships?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
No, not as long as I'm also talking to them.
I don't do relationships. Sorry, I'm just...
Why is that?
It doesn't have the same meaning, same feeling.
You can't really say what you want to say in the text.
It has to be a balance between like texting and calling. I'm not just gonna text them all the time.
It's all has to do with perception. Perception's everything.
An okay could mean like an alright, like okay, yeah, you're right. Or it could be like, okay, whatever.
Have you ever got in an argument with significant other or friend over text?
Yes.
Multiple times. Oh man, I can't even tell you.
Yes.
Did it happen because of the messages or?
Yes.
Something else happened. It probably wasn't because of the text messages.
Like we started saying stuff that we didn't really mean.
One time, somebody said K, and I don't know who, I'm not gonna say which side said K.
And we didn't text each other back because our phones died. Well, my phone died at least, I know that.
But somebody got really angry about somebody saying K.
You didn't think about calling them during, or did you stick to text?
I eventually called them.
It was stuck to text because I was just in a bad situation. I was in the middle of Mire. You don't call in the middle of Mire.
So you think calling helped the situation?
No, the argument still went downhill.
Call when you're at home, when you're just chilling.
That's
when
true.
You can get in that mindset of getting in the conversation. You don't call when you're trying to get something done.
You think other people should limit their texting then?
I feel like it's lazy to text your significant other. I mean, unless you really absolutely cannot be there.
Don't text every single second of the day, because then what are you gonna talk about when you're face to face?
I mean, ain't that what FaceTime for?
Yo, so thanks for watching. This is the series. Thanks for everybody who's been super patient waiting on it. I'd like to try to get these out bi-weekly, to tri-weekly, depending on how my schedule is. But make sure you like the video. Make sure you share it. Let people know. There's a mosquito, a dead mosquito right there. I'm gonna hurry this up. And subscribe to the channel. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. This is Toon Richy. Peace.
In almost every single relationship I've had, I've always had at least one time when I tried calling, and calling always worked a lot better than texting.
Niggas say call, they just try to get some
Look.
I'm done. What's up?